Welcome back to Old World. Now we managed to make fairly good progress in the first episode, already having 4 cities up and running. We can potentially get more cities up and running in this episode. I'm not sure if that is on the table though. But for now, since we finished the last turn in the last episode, let's end this year. Right, I don't think we can build the Apadana. We don't have that much stone, and nor do we have that much food. But we don't have husbandry yet, so I can't build a pig's pasture. But we can never go wrong in continuing to gain stone. Cut trees and build a quarry here. Now they want to have a farm on the hills. I don't want to have farms on hills. I believe we can have a mine here instead. This scout is pretty far from home. The Danube. Yay. Well, I am at a loss for words at our opponents. The Greeks and the Romans. It couldn't possibly be any worse. Our scouts encountered a party of Greek soldiers whipping a man bound by his wrists and ankles. The warriors accused the man of inciting rebellion, stalking members of the royal family and attempting to infiltrate the treasury. However, the victim insists that he is innocent of the crimes. The Greeks urge our men to move along and mind their business. Fight them for possession of the prisoner. I'd rather do that. We get a great minister. I don't want Nebuchadnezzar to become cruel. And we've found Athens. Get out of here. They just love us, don't they? At least they're far away. And they would have to cross a desert and mountain passes to get into our area, which is... I'm happy with that, I must freely admit. The Hanging Gardens completed by Babylonia. You are now known as the Good. Not bad, plus 50 legitimacy. Pasture would be nice, so we can use those pigs. It is done. The Hanging Gardens will stand as a testament to our people for all time, a symbol of our accomplishments today and of the glories yet to come. With this wonder, my legacy will endure, plus 2 legitimacy. Yeah, it's 62 now, not bad. We have another worker up here. I'm going to continue the farming. The granary will add plus 60% to the adjacent farms, so we'll build that next. Shrine of Marduk. I think that we'll build the amphitheater here. Oh, that's new. They've actually added separate building styles for those... what are they called? Improvements. It's quite nice. Yeah, this desert is extensive. But it serves as a rather nice buffer between us and those two AIs. Nipper, let's build a treasury to get more culture. We can end the year. Heir education. Time passes quickly. Duchess Alitum is growing up fast and eager to learn. How would you like to educate Alitum? Tactics, that gives courage and training. Rhetoric gives charisma and civics. Commerce gives discipline and money. Philosophy gives wisdom and science. She will study philosophy. Now we're starting to gain food, that's good. I think a shrine would be a good idea, actually. But I think I'll have the Shrine of Naboo before I have the Shrine of Marduk. No, I'll take the Shrine of Marduk. Let's go build that granary. Hidden jewels. Our explorers discover a cache of jewels hidden deep in the abandoned ruins. Their orders were to explore the lands. Would you rather they exploit this discovery instead? We can keep the jewels, but continue exploring. That's 200 gold. Or we can spend 100 training to get 500 gold. Nah, we don't really need that much gold. So keep the jewels, but continue exploring. Okay, so here is another Greek city. Corinth. Babylon. I'd like some more military technologies. I don't want to build these entry-level units. Let's get another worker because the scouts are soon going to be actually... Let's build a settler. I don't have that much training. I mean orders. Let's go see if we can take out this city site down there. Akkad. You can build a level 1 forum. And then end the year. Peaceable Kingdom. On a recent visit home, Duchess Alitum fills the palace with animals from a nearby wood. Birds, lizards, and furry beasties. She cares for them like a loving mother. Upon Alitum's return to school, you suggest ways for her to further her interests. You can make her become a herder, or an angler, or an equestrian. That sounds good. Let's make her study group care and behavior, which will, if she becomes a governor, she will give 100% output to pastures and camps. Research, I think we want aristocracy so that we can get the ambassador. So I must confess that phalanx and composite bow is also quite interesting here. Then again, we do get the centralization with aristocracy, so we'll take aristocracy then. Let's go down there and get a barley farm. I think that's barley at least. Yes, it is. Plus 14 food, wow. Okay, here we'll cut the trees. Here we'll cut the trees. We'll go here and cut the trees. But I don't think we're going to build anything there. Unit. More barbarians. And end year. The Rant. You receive a personal message from Romulus. but it is little more than a confusing, insult-laden rant against our nation, broken only by threats. Sheepishly, the messenger explains that his ruler is not known for a clear head in matters of diplomacy. I want nothing to do with this madman. That'll give us +1 legitimacy, but King Romulus will become estranged. Or perhaps we can earn his favor with support. That'll cost us 70 orders, but Romulus will become endeared to us. Or we can just pretend it never happened, which will give us 7 orders, and the King of Rome will become disappointed. I think we'll spend those 70 orders. It's not like we're using a lot of it, so... that helped with our relations with them. Time passes quickly. Prince Agum is growing up fast and eager to learn, so he will probably become our next king. I think we want to have him study philosophy as well. And then Duchess Palatum, when she grows old enough, can study rhetoric. Let's go have a farm here as well. Must be adjacent to at least 2 other urban tiles. There would be an acceptable location for it. But I don't think we're going to build any kind of lumber mill there, so let's cut those trees and build a shrine of Naboo here. And then get away from those barbarians. I'm not really that fond of spending orders in this kind of a territory. Speaking his mind. Leaders from many nations attend the funeral for Abiratash, including the Greek royal family. As the young heir, Alexander, consumes more than his share of wine, he becomes more outspoken, calling the deceased a hideous wretch and an oafish goat. Mortified by such behavior, Philip scolds Alexander, ordering him to apologize. The king begs your forgiveness. Ow. Okay. So we can say that no apology is necessary. Alexander does not know any better. That will give some penalties to Prince Alexander of Greece. -1 charisma, global -2 civics modifier, and all their slingers will have 6% less defense, while King Philip the Enlightened will become obliged to King Nebuchadnezzar. Or we can say that this horrid behavior is a reflection on the Greek royal family, which will make King Philip the Enlightened lose 1 discipline and 8 gold per turn, whereas Prince Alexander will become endeared to King Nebuchadnezzar. How old is that king, anyways? 62. I think we'll take this horrid behavior as a reflection on the Greek royal family. I'd rather have Alexander be happy with us than Philip. Philip's probably going to die anyways, soon. And Duchess Palatum is growing up, so she will study rhetoric. Okay, now I think we want to have these tiles for the city, but we'll go out here and build lumber mills. We can build a shrine of Ereshkigal there. Are we done researching pastures yet? I think we are. Let's build a pig's pasture. And this guy is done as well. I don't think I want to build anything particular there. Let's build a quarry there. Scout. And we're out of orders. Akkad. This one is repeatable, gives us 80 research. I don't see anything that I feel is more useful at the moment, so let's do an inquiry level 1. Orsipa, you need a treasury. And end the year. Good news! In a surprise piece of news, you receive an update from your heir, Duchess Palatum. Academy scholars respect her, and the other students compete to befriend her. At the moment, Palatum is thriving. So we can either encourage her to focus on scholarship, which will give her +1 wisdom and +1 research globally, or we can encourage her to seek friends and fellowship, which will give her the trait affable, which is 2 growth per culture level as a governor, so that's for the city. We'll encourage her to focus on scholarship, because that's nice. Acts of charity. Once a week, Nabonidus brings his young pupil to the slums of Babylon, where Alitum feeds the poorest of the poor. The teacher insists that such a lesson is vital in shaping future leaders. Alitum appears to be benefiting from this exposure. We can encourage her to support charitable government policies, which will make her humble. That gives her plus charisma, which is global +2 civics. Or we can suggest that she continue working directly with the poor, which will make her compassionate, which is +1 wisdom. I think we will suggest that she continue working directly with the poor. Then we need to choose new research. I think we'll go with metaphysics, so we get archive. And then we have to choose between centralization or vassalage, and I'm pretty sure that we will choose centralization. Yes. And just for good measure, the capital city now produces 2.5 more civics and 5.5 more research. Okay, we need to move these military units. Crap. Oh crap indeed, this is more than I bargained for. Yeah, let's build a farm there. And a granary here. No reason not to build a trapper up there. A camp. Ah, the trapper is a specialist that works in the camp, of course. I don't see this going well for us. Babylon. I'm just going to have to accept building a warrior. Nipper. Do get sniping. So let's build a slinger up there. And then I think we can end the year. Yeah. Of course they had to come after us. The Queen Consort is ill. Oh no. Okay, so we're taking up that unit pretty easily. That's a good thing. Akkad. Let's build a warrior here as well. 8 years. Ish. It's a long time. A humble request. Humble emissaries from Greece kneel before the throne, unable to meet your searching eye. They've come to request aid. Future generations of our people will remember your generosity. Please, we have no place else to turn. We can provide them with 160 stone in return for 20 opinion, or we can just not give them anything. I don't want to give them stone. Sadly, we are in no position to give aid. We need stone for building our wonders. Go away. Let's move the settler down there. This guy, I think maybe we can use these tiles. I do want city tiles as well. If I have farms here and here, and a granary there, yeah, I like that idea. More Thracians. And end the year. You are now known as the Strong. And we have completed the ambition, discover 6 techs. And the Queen Consort recovered. Very good. They died. We can promote this unit, but they have attacked. Let's give this guy focus 1. And we can become a general. I don't think we will do that. Philosophy studies. Now that Duchess Alitum has completed her study of philosophy, how shall she contribute to the court? What role best suits Alitum? She is no longer a student of philosophy. We can either make her a builder. That'll make her a governor or chancellor candidate, where she will have +3 discipline, and all cities will have 50% less training time for workers. Or we can make her a scholar. Yeah, we'll definitely make her a scholar. I think we can appoint an ambassador. Neither of these two really do anything, but this Nidintu, the diplomat, gives +30 player opinion. That would be on these. So let's appoint Nidintu, the diplomat. Choose. Oh, we don't have enough civics. Okay. Lovesick. You accompany a courtly expedition to the academy where Duchess Palatum is studying rhetorics. While strolling the grounds, you notice many young men glancing at Palatum, their faces flushed. It seems she has gained a reputation as a poet of passion and emotion, and she has wooed many of her classmates. We can advise her to focus on studies, not the opposite sex. That'll give her +1 wisdom. We can congratulate her on her skills, which will give her +1 charisma, or We can just say that we do not feel comfortable commenting on such matters. She's a rhetoric student, so congratulate her on her skills. Choose research. Yeah, let's get phalanx or phalanx. I think it's phalanx, I think. Choose ambition. Control 6 lumber mills, control 10 specialists, or control 2 ranged and 2 mounted units. I think we'll go with the lumber mills. Put the settler down there. Ah, they're on cooldown, of course. Pass. Let's build another farm. Down there we can build a quarry. What does the Wonders look like currently? As far as arid. And the Ishtar Gate requires adjacent city center. The culture needs to be developing. Okay. Shrine. I think I'll use this area here for urban buildings. So let's cut the trees and build an Odeon. This guy doesn't seem to be doing much currently. Let's build the Ishtar Gate. Let's go there and build a quarry. And we're out of, so turn. Affairs of the people. After a youth spent watching you in court, your daughter Duchess Alitum wishes to participate in politics. She believes that years of study have prepared her for this responsibility. I am ready to work and to serve. How do you reply? No, I don't want her to become corrupt. So, politics is a noble profession if you stay true to your principles, which will make her honest and give her +1 discipline. Marriage offer. So we have Nabonidus, the minister, from the Chaldean family. He's righteous. Very good stats as well. Or Ulamburiash of Nippur. The hero. They're quite old. I think we'll go with Ulamburiash because it would be nice to have a general. Kashtilash the Heckler. Okay. Can actually send the Queen Consort out as a general. I assume this will cost us something. Ah, they moved over there. Promote them. Promote them to combat 1, plus 5% strength, and then add Shuma, the commander, the general. Ah, that was the wrong unit. Never mind. Next unit, pass. I think this is a good place for a granary. And up here I want to have city buildings, so let's build a shrine of Ishtar there. And this guy can go here, up the trees, and build a shrine of Ereshkigal. It's a very peculiar map generated. Huge lake here. I doubt we're going to find anything of interest in here, so let's just disband this scout. And then end the year. News has arrived from abroad that King Philip the Enlightened of Greece is dead. New ruler, King Alexander the New of Greece, has taken the throne. King Alexander likes us because of our decision earlier, so that's good. Now that Prince Agum has completed his study of philosophy, how shall he contribute to the court? We can make him a tactician. That makes him a leader. Or we can make him a zealot. I don't think so. I think we'll make him a tactician. Gifted inventor. A gifted inventor in Babylon has arisen to national prominence, capturing the interest of the court. How shall we employ this remarkable individual? As a thinker and scientist, then we get a great scientist, or as a military engineer, which will give us a great soldier. Let us have him as a thinker and scientist. Karahardash, the scientist, has joined your court. Right, now we can appoint Nidintu as our diplomat. Should immediately increase that by plus 30, good. Or Sipa. Build a forum here. Choose research. Composite bow, thank you. And with that, I believe next turn. Ah, the settler. Okay, well, we have a lot of orders in excess, so let's move him down there. We want to go here, cut the trees, and build another. Max 1 granary per culture level. Okay, so we need the city to grow in culture first. Can we build something here? Yeah, we can build an Odeon. Very lonely city site. In the middle of nowhere. End year. Now the queen consort is severely ill. Okay, it's time to redraw, or rather withdraw. Need a farm here. No. To move these guys first. Heal. And I guess this one. Well, can upgrade him to a spearman. That'll help. common love. Your son, Prince Agum, is acting odd. He laughs at nothing, writes poetry, and spends hours gazing into the warm glow of sunset. One day he reveals the truth. He is in love with a commoner. No. 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 That would be horrible. But to the court's surprise, a marriage proposal has arrived from the Gauls, Prince Agum and Inishu, the Gaul. She's a schemer. No. Wise outlook. Agum never looks up from his studies, well, except for falling in love with common people from the streets, spending long hours with scrolls by candlelight. The heir seems to be taking his responsibilities to the state very seriously. With so many initiatives for him to choose from, what do we suggest? We need more great minds. That will give him Desires Control 2 Elder Scribes. No idea what that is. Strict administration improves efficiency. Desires Control 6 Archives. The heir should chart his own path. Yeah, that's what he should do. Rhetoric studies. Now that Duchess Palatum has completed her study of rhetorics, how shall she contribute to the court? We can make her an orator, which means she can serve as a governor or ambassador or a judge. He has 2 charisma and 1 wisdom. Let's make her a judge. We have this scout up here. Another lonely city site. And I think that's a very good spot to end the episode. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one.